In the shivering cradle of the north, beneath pale stars and frost-laced skies, a child shall draw her first breath. Upon her breast the mark shall burn deep, black, and ancient, the stain of the abyss. She is no ordinary babe, but born of dark blood, her veins thrumming with infernal sorcery, her soul tethered to realms where mortals dare not gaze. She will walk as a girl among men, yet the shadow will know her as kin. Her laughter will echo like a charm sweet and beguiling, but behind her eyes smolder a fire not lit by this world. As she grows, so too shall her power, until the veil between planes wears thin, and the beast of her blood press against the door. Should she come of age unchecked, she will call to her kin not in prayer, but in triumph. And they will answer, oh yes, they will come, on wings of flame and ruin, to walk once more in the daylight. Woe then to the realm of men, for suffering shall not descend like rain, but rise like flood, drowning all. Thus is it woven, thus shall it be, unless a blade finds her heart before the hourglass runs dry.
Thanks for the warning.
There we go.
Hot mic.
There we go. We're in and we're
mic.
live. And we're back
on.
for another week of our Chronicles of Cullion game. Last week, 2 weeks ago, that session, I mean, I don't know if you guys had fun, but I had fun. There was a lot of near-death.
Oh, you mean with the giant burning demon frog? Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Well, I only died twice.
It gets your...
And I-
Yeah, but did you die?
Yeah, but
you
did
didn't
you
die. You were
die?
fine.
Sure. I wasn't
But did you
sure.
die? Upward inflation. Just
If it was like a new demon and we don't know it, we get to name it, right? When we describe it to the king, we get to name what we think it is.
Yeah, sure.
It was a demon
Nice.
frog.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're gonna jump right into it, but let's start off with our 988 stuff.
Yes, sir. Okay. Everybody will have a 988 suicide awareness and mental health awareness crisis hotline up on the corner or down on the bottom there where it says donate to charity if you feel so charitable. That was words. 988 is a suicide hotline that you can call or text. It's available in the United States or Canada if you're having a dark day. Please use it for preventative measures for whatever you're about to go through as well. They will get you in touch with specialized counseling for just about anything you're going through or traumas or whatnot. So if you don't have the squanch to pay for that, then reach out to a buddy throughout the week and do a buddy check and check on them while you're stuck in traffic. Let them download on you and save a life. Back over to you, Jeremy.
Awesome. I just want to add that we are now coming into Summer of Siege season, which we are happy to be working with Troll Games again on Summer of Siege, which is basically content creators, whether it be streamers, whether it be, I don't know, Instagram, TikTokers, whatever. They basically they're trying to flood channels with as much Castles and Crusades and amazing adventures as possible. We are obviously on the Castles and Crusades team of things. If you head over to Troll Lord Games, their web store, everything pretty much right now is on sale, up to as much as 20% off. And we have gift cards to give away tonight, two $10 gift cards to use on that store for specifically PDFs. We'll do that at the end of the session. Pardon me, at the end of the session tonight. But if you're ever curious about Castles and Crusades, you couldn't have, this is the time to go and check it out and pick up some PDFs for yourself. So good on affordability right now. I think without further ado, then we can jump right into this. I think so. Last time the party took the Inquisitor to basically back to talk to Silas. Silas was recovering after draining himself to focus the power of the eye, the Maiden's Eye, the Eye of Istis, and he had been depleted significantly. The Inquisitor had been struck a death blow by Gallo on a critical backstab attack, and she was not going to make it. Like, her time was numbered. There's no magic that was going to bring her back. So got to the safe house that they were using, met a family from a distant land, not from the kingdom of Krullian, who had their own reasons for not liking sorcery and magic users. A group that they referred to as the Five, that had come to their lands and sort of laid it to waste. Silas and the Inquisitor get a little time to talk, and Silas relates to the Inquisitor and to the party what he saw in his vision when he looked through the eye. He basically saw a really nasty orcish shaman and her army, currently in a place called the Ashglade, which is a burnt out section of the Great Elven Woods that you are butt up against here in Krullian. They had gathered forces there. The knight Egard Tegrum is with them. He is some sort of undead creature. They brought forward, Silas witnessed them bringing forward the leader of the North Rangers. Her name is Lady Greystone. You guys did meet her, or at least Vagard and Silas did meet her in a previous meeting. I just realized Silas and Gallo were in the wrong place.
Was that Grace?
No. Grace did play a ranger, but she wasn't part of the North Rangers. When you had the big council and you started detecting evil on people and things like that as to which NPCs... Oh my god, you're way too good at that. During that council, you met her, and basically you guys sort of scolded her for not doing a better job in seeing the orcs in the north. Anyways, she went back to work to try to find what was going on in the north, and apparently got captured, and Silas witnessed her die, and her life was drained and given over to Egard Tegrum.
Okay.
Then the maiden herself visits Silas while he's in the vision and points his eyes towards Darkwood Abbey, and that there is something living beneath... Living might not be the right word. There is something being kept beneath the Abbey, that the orcs, that's their goal, is to get that thing, and possibly combine it with whatever Tegrum is. And then she gives Silas sort of a warm embrace, and she whispers a few words in his ear, which, surprisingly enough, then the Inquisitor echoes as if she had heard those same words before. And before anything can really come to pass at the house is attacked. A fireball detonates inside. The poor family that was there is burnt. Almost in, like, the father dies, the kids are wounded, only lightly, because Leary sort of sacrifices herself to take the blast of the fireball for them, and took the full damage of the fireball. Gallo takes the fireball and goes down as well. Upstairs, as the flames tear through the building, the Inquisitor draws upon what power she has left to essentially block the fireball from hitting Maeve, Silas, and Vagard, and tells them basically that, you know, that the spellcaster, the girl from the prophecy is here in the city somewhere. and probably the person who cast the fireball. As the party flees the house, a demon, a frog-like demon, breaks through the wall, and it may not have been obvious, but at first he's there just to attack anyone, but he becomes focused on the magic eye that Gallo has before it's given back to Silas, and he tries to get that, and there's some great football passing, and the eye is kept away. This has gone from a short recap to a very long recap. I just realized. So the party then returns to.
Oh, what happened?
The party returns to the bastion to recover, and upon arriving there, Leary finds that Scribbles has literally drawn all over the walls of her room. He has sketched out the entire secret network within the bastion, all the secret tunnels and passages, because he has been exploring the cracks of the castle. He has also collected a menagerie of items, everything from soup ladles to candlesticks to undergarments to sewing thimbles, and they are scattered all about Leary's bedroom. And I believe we were all convening then as a party when we paused last time.
Oh, and most importantly, he procured one Duke's bedpan.
Yes, he procured a Duke's bedpan.
Right, now I remember.
He also found a secret entrance out of the secret tunnels that exits right onto the royal docks. He doesn't like that though, because the sunlight comes in there.
That little shit.
And the people in the castle have noticed the missing items, as you've all. Yes, and Tim accused me of playing with myself. So.
You 100% were.
I will not be for the masses watching. I will not be playing with myself this evening. I'm turning it over to my players now to discuss what their next. You guys can discuss what your next move is or isn't. So everyone has rested overnight. For the sake of storytelling, you wouldn't normally get all your hit points back, but everybody has all their hit points back, all their spells back. It's a new day.
It's a new day. Okay. It's a new dawn. We're sitting in the hallway together.
Let's say that you're in some sort of an antechamber. You're in some sort of meeting chamber that's available to you.
The only thing that was out of sequence was Silas was going to go talk to the guy that worked in the archives.
Yes. Do you want to start there? So Silas has done that before he gets to you.
Silas. But then you have to come back and see us, because that's how time worked.
Yeah. Okay. So Silas, you go to find Astus, who is currently resting in a far more luxurious chamber in one of the towers of the bastion than he's ever had back at the Great Library. The Queen herself has cared for him at times, and he feels very spoiled, but also uncomfortable there, and very happy to see you again, with your eye back in, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I would just sit by his bedside, at his hand, and just look at him and say, "How are you, old friend?"
He smiles at you and he says, better now that I know you are safe. He lets out a cough and a bit of a wheeze, which is just part of his condition now. He says that Queen of Erin has taken good care of him, and that her clerics have come and they have confirmed everything that everyone else has confirmed to me, and that my body has just run out of road to travel down, and there's little that can be done.
I mean, death is nothing but another journey, and I'm sure you'll give them hell on the other side nonetheless.
He smiles at you, knowing your feeling of the gods and whatever Silas has talked to him maybe about the afterlife previously. Astis is a believer in Orion and believes that he'll be in Orion's light once he passes. So you can tell that he finds great comfort in that.
Well, I just wanted to let you know thank you for your help the other day and the protection of the eye and getting it to safer hands.
He smiles.
I'm sorry to worry him.
But what did you see?
Oh, Estes, I saw enough. I've seen quite enough for now. Something tells me Estes will be quiet until she meets her other half, her sister. Well, or herself. Really depends on your outlook.
And
you know, gods.
Your research about Tegrum and the connection to the Abbey is he seems curious.
It was
almost like a student trying to figure it out. Hey, welcome Raiders, welcome. So he's very keen to see what you've taken or learned.
I think I just inform him immediately. I tell him that of the connections that we had, the suspicions were confirmed. Something does lurk beneath the Abbey, and that in general, whatever was taken was being stored underneath. That it grows stronger by the day, and I will outright call it the rebirth of the goat, maybe upon us.
He pauses for a moment and he looks at you and he says, I know that our studies revealed that something was being kept there. You must understand, Silas, that things like this, they cannot be beaten with this. And he reaches out and sort of grabs your bicep. He's like, no might can defeat an entity of this kind. And then he reaches up and sort of taps you on the forehead just above your eyebrows. This is where you beat this beast.
You know my idea towards the pen. Knowledge is power itself. I'm in agreement. There's more to be learned. That much is for sure.
Your friends have proven a great deal of loyalty to you. When the time comes,
Yes.
They will want to defeat it by brawn or might.
They got most especially.
This is folly. It cannot be done. It's impossible.
I think if they try to, one, if not all of us, will end up meeting a fate far worse than death.
You must
I think
understand that you will need to use your arcane knowledge and your mind to beat this creature, this thing. Hey, when he says creature, he sort of smirks like that's not the right word. That's not how to describe this thing. And know that whoever faces a being of this type does not walk away without being marked. Egard Tegrum is a tale of warning more than anything. Whoever puts an end to this thing is likely going to end themselves.
curse. That would make sense. Hence why it continued to live. A final curse on its final breath.
Your friends will not allow you to make such a sacrifice.
And I cannot allow any of them to make a sacrifice neither.
But if a sacrifice is not given, then perhaps we are but in a wheel that will come back around again.
A perpetual cycle.
Yes.
I think we have to cut the strings then. Break the wheel.
He likes that phrasing. So does the Castle Keeper. I've read that book. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm looking at someone with extremely blonde hair right now who talked about in a certain TV show to break the wheel. So
Yeah.
thanks, Daenerys Stormborn.
Exactly. He says, I will not stay in the Bastion much longer. I have already spoken to the Queen. I wish to be returned to the library.
Stay as long as you need to, Estes. And then return home.
Do you intend to leave for the Abbey?
As soon as we can. Yes. Collect our resources, collect what we need to collect. I may take a few books with me from the library itself. Again, knowledge.
In my final days, I will make sure that you have access to whatever you need.
Let's not speak of those so soon, then.
You are
I could
traveling
use
into
you,
darkness, my friend, and I travel to light.
I'll kind of grin at it, at his little comment. I'll be like, "You'll never let me have the last word, will you?"
He just smiles at that and doesn't answer intentionally.
I think we spend maybe about another 5 or 10 minutes speaking to, just catching up, making sure, almost not necessarily saying goodbyes, but I think it lingers in Silas's head. This may be one of the last few times he does see him.
He
And then,
before parting, he says, before you leave for the Abbey, I will give you a token to take. If you can overcome whatever dwells beneath the Abbey, you need to seek out one like yourself. Her name is Kadika, and she lives in a tower to the south along the King's Channel, known as the Verdurous Tower, or to the locals as the Green Tower.
I do.
You will find her libraries far more interesting than what we have here in Kingsgate. And he stifles a cough.
Estes, does she use magic as well?
He smiles at you.
Understood. Thank you, old friend.
You will need the token to enter the tower. I will prepare it for you before you leave.
All right. I will come see you in the library before we leave then.
All right. So you take a little bit of more time
And then
and then head to your friends?
Yes, and then I'll, press fast forward.
Okay. So now we find the five of you sitting around a, somewhat round if not octagonal table, and some food has been brought, and the king awaits you, Vhagar, but he understands that you guys are having sort of a meeting of your own before talking to him.
Okay. I think when Silas sits down, I scooch aside so he can sit near me or clear off a spot. Come, friend. We have bread and hot drinks. We have much to discuss, and I'm sure you do as well.
Yes, let's catch up with what we know and maybe inform our friends here, Vhagar, of what we know as well. I think it's time we shared everything we know.
There's clearly a very powerful singular source within the town that the Inquisitors were after. A very powerful magic user that uses fire. A singular entity. I believe this entity is anchoring us to the city while something is happening at Darkwood Abbey. Potentially. That is my theory. But it appears that there is something powerful below where our Order of the Rose Knight is currently at. I feel, and I look at Silas, obligated to go protect our friend.
I do not know if Grenna needs the assistance as much as you claim, but I do think her being there may give us a leg up. Did we send a raven there?
We could. I think you'd know what to say. And, I could do one of these things to someone, and we can go to the Ravenry.
I was going to say, what are you going to call it?
It's a rookery.
I saw you looking for the words.
It's
Rookery. Yeah.
I was muted.
We can go to DHL upstairs.
I'm just gonna side note here. I did not have rookeries or traveling like birds and that in the campaign. This was something the players created in campaign chapter 1. So now it's like all canon. So yes, you can totally send a raven.
We should fox him.
And I'll look at her like, it's too soon for that.
I don't understand.
Fox.
No, why are we clapping in the background? No, let's not clap on that.
Don't encourage me.
Don't encourage, exactly.
I'm not the one who said it, so I will fully encourage.
Touche.
Gallo?
Hey?
Were we going to use your resources to gain more intelligence on this singular wizard?
Yes, there will be proper pressure applied to a very particular individual, of which we've all had at least passing acquaintance with, because I'm still pretty confident he made me smuggle her ass inside the city. As the man in the sky giggles to himself, and I will murder this NPC if he doesn't give me a name.
Oh.
I am now at triple damage on backstrike, sir. You brought this on yourself.
Fair.
But I don't know if Gallo would have been able, in this time frame, he wouldn't have been able to go out, because we kind of went from getting our asses
I don't
kicked
think so
to-
yet. I don't think so yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would definitely say that we will venture towards that direction, and probably more than likely apply appropriate pressure to ensure that we get at least something to go off of, because now it's personal. Beforehand, it was like just helping out some friends, helping out some buddies, or a job, but they made me see the light in ways that I did not, and I was unaware that it was hot and orange, and so therefore recompense must be met. Mm-hmm.
There's a lot to unpack over last night. There was a giant frog demon. Reese is dead? Reese ended up becoming benevolent towards our cause in some sort of way?
I think
Which
she was
is-
always benevolent towards her own cause, but I do not believe
No,
We felt-
it was of completely ill will.
no, there was a different motive there, and I'm not one for knowing the full
Agreed.
story, but she went from burn everybody who slings a spell to just you for some reason. So, I mean,
Speaking of full story, I think it's time we had a discussion in this room. Lily, Gallo, Maeve. What questions do you have? I feel like
you know, honestly, I just got one, really. I really just have one at this point. Because I'm pretty much, you know, if you're good to me, I'm good to you. And y'all have been good to me. But I have one, well, correction, 2 questions, actually. All right. One, what in the holy hells is with the eyeball thing? All right. It's freaky and it's weird. All right. What is with the eyeball thing? And something about it being part of somebody's sister.
do you know the goddess Istis?
No.
Great. She's a goddess, and she has 3 parts to her entity, and this is a magical artifact that belongs to her.
Right. Okay. All right. Okay. So
The maiden, the crow, and
So you stole a goddess's
Yeah.
eyeball. First off, props. I'm gonna give you a lock just based off that one. Am
I being initiated?
You stole a goddess's eyeball? Yeah, I'd say
We found
so. That's pretty
We-
fucking impressive. All right, like
Found it in a dungeon. Don't people find things in dungeons all the time?
no, you stole it from a goddess. All right,
I got it. I got it.
90%
Yes.
of this job is making you sound more badass than you actually are. Okay.
Understood. Mhm.
And welcome, Raiders, as you hear me do a really horrible Scottish accent, because it's not that the dwarves have bad Scottish accents, it's that the Scots have bad dwarvish accents. So that's really what it is. Okay, so that being said, the second, right? What do you put in those fucking cookies? Like, for real, what's in the cookie, man?
Did you take one?
Yeah. And I thought I saw
I saw it.
all 3 moons at the same time.
They're really good. It's a bakery across the street from the library. It's absolutely amazing. You live in the city, right? I'm surprised you don't know about it. It's amazing.
I'm not a pastry man myself, but I'm now.
I'm taking you there later. We're on our way to go threaten your boss or your ex-boss. I got you.
I think I'm gonna call him a peer at this point because he's a bitch and I'm not. So
This is really strong, warm drinks we're having right now.
no, not really. It's really weird. The eyeball thing really fucks with me a lot, and like, I have a whole series of follow-on questions to go with that, but I've asked my 2, so like it's okay. You know, somebody else go next. Maeve, why don't you start asking some questions, darling?
And Maeve, I think I may have a question for you as well, since we're being transparent.
I don't believe I have any questions because I don't know what happened last session well enough to ask them.
But overall, any questions in general? Just
No, I
Fighting
just,
a-
what,
fighting
what
a
are
god.
we doing? What's happening?
Going to stop a dead god from revive or a demigod from reviving?
Great. So sorry, I must have hit my head when that fireball went off. We're going to now go to Raven's Darkhold Ravenhelm to go somewhere to go take care of somebody who might need our assistance.
Yes.
An army
Yeah.
from Ashglade marches to King's Gate. They bring with them the dead, the damned, an ancient artifact, and pretty sure eventually first hang on, my bad.
I'll step
Darkwood
in for, I'll
Abbey.
Step, I'll step in for a moment there. Yeah, I'm just so
Yeah.
The orcs are currently in Ashglade, which is, if you're looking at the map, is up here in the north. And from Silas's vision, they are not, in fact, marching on King's Gate, which is what most people are worried is happening. But your vision would imply that they are actually headed to Darkwood Abbey.
Darkwood Abbey. So close.
Raven something.
We were talking about ravens earlier. It's understandable.
we were.
So close.
Haggard Tagram. Yeah, sorry.
So is our goal to beat them to the Abbey?
They're about 3 days, and we're about 2.5 days, so give or take a little bit.
Okay.
So ideally,
That's
yes.
really just a
They would be
question.
they would be much longer than that. They're moving if they're moving in force and through the forest, there is no fast route.
Next follow-up question. Do we have an army to go with us if they're bringing their army?
I think maybe we'll go speak to the king about that one, right, Vagard?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we will. I'm holding my questions.
I can add to that a little bit. So, the Abbey has its own garrison.
Okay.
And the Abbey is a holy place for the clerics of Orion, which is the god of light and sort of knowledge and insight. So there are clerics and a small garrison there. No, I believe during this chapter, in the very early stage of the chapter, Vagard told the king he had best get defenses shored up there. And a mercenary company from outside the kingdom by the name of the Blue Hawks were hired to reinforce the Abbey. The Abbey also has a very small order of knights that lives there, known as the Eglantine Order, or the Rose.
That's what they're called.
Or the Knights of the Rose. And the Knights of the Rose specialize in, just as the Order of the Pale Blade hunts down spellcasters, the Eglantine Order specifically looks for signs of the Black Goat. And
What were the mercenaries' name?
The Blue Hawks.
Blue Hawks.
Not to be confused with the Blue Falcons. That would be tragic. Yeah.
Sorry, it's
Well, then-
sorry, it's a call and response at this point.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a term that's used anymore. Do we even use Blue Falcon anymore? Anyways. Wow.
Well then, Maeve, I think my only question for you is, can I ask what's up with the ring?
This ring.
Yes. So one time I was doing magical stuff and I happened to glance around and I could see everyone's magical stuff except I couldn't see anything on you.
Oh, yeah.
And the only thing I noticed was, one central location.
Yeah, it's a ring that kind of just blocks people's ability to read me.
Can I ask why?
It has proven useful when traveling to not let people read my intentions.
All right. Just putting all my cards on the table, as they like to say.
There is
Vagard,
something.
do you have any questions?
Yes, there is something that's hidden, and I think everybody has something that is hidden and sacred to them. And as long as you're traveling with us, and you have our back, and we certainly have yours, Maeve. So you keep your secret, and when you're ready to tell us, let us know. Or don't. Okay, exactly. Sometimes. What's up, Silas?
Leary, any questions for you that we can help clear up here?
I do have one question. Is there anything stronger than what we're drinking right now?
Absolutely.
Yes, there is a barracks bar.
This is
We could go to the. We could either
It
go
is
to
about-
where the cocktails are for the royals, or we could go to the barracks bar. I'd recommend the barracks bar for the pains that ail us.
Isn't it 10 o'clock in the
I see
morning
what you
right
did
now?
there.
Right?
Well,
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
the
I
night
am
shift.
canonically inventing mimosas right now.
Gallo
had
is
a long
helping.
night.
Gallo is helping with this. Right.
Yes.
The orange juice in. All right. Let's go see what we got over here.
I do need to speak with the king, though, urgently. I would say that
Well, then,
whatever we're thinking of is a plan. And if you don't mind, I have some questions as well, or some inputs. If the orcs are being drugged to Ashglade and there's a singular device that they're looking for, I would not advise the king to mobilize. Because that might be their strategy to spread us out, especially with this wizard in town. That would be the opportunity for someone very powerful to take advantage. I would consolidate the resources here, and I would whisper in. And if we can get a hold of whatever device this is below the Darkwood Abbey, we could take it deep into the forest and face whoever, or use it against Egard Tegrum. So many names. I got like this list of like names. Tegrum, the monster, and those shaman, One Eye, Magoo.
One eye,
yes, very excited to meet her. That'll be fun.
Do you think this witch summoned that demon?
More than likely.
That is a pretty powerful creature that we could have running around in this. We really need to pin that down before we leave. We need to look and have a good understanding of their capabilities before we leave.
Lyra, you noticed the summoning circle outside. And the leftover residual magic, I assume.
Yeah, I did.
Whatever they're stronger than we could possibly handle, at least momentarily. Not without planning. Also, if they did work with the other eye, how in the Seven Hells did they get into the city? I don't know what's going on here. It doesn't make sense.
Well,
I think we're lacking information.
I can tell you how they got into the city.
The worms, eh?
Well, not as that, but the Locks have been sneaking people into the city for quite some time. I mean, it's honestly one of the lowest, like, services that we can offer, to be perfectly honest.
What of the
was
worm?
smuggled in?
Leary, with your growing up in the lands that you're from and having far more knowledge on magic, in some ways more than Silas, not necessarily arcane, but just experience, a spell to bring in the demon that you fought would be at least a 7th level wizard spell.
Fucking what?
Yeah.
He was trying to kill you last session.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That-
what people were trying to kill everybody.
That
Everybody.
was,
Just-
like,
right?
yeah.
I don't feel like we can leave that creature in our backstep. We have to confront and face this creature.
We either try and face them or we go to the Abbey. We don't have much of a choice here, thank God. What is it? We have.
So that would.
Can't believe I'm going to say this out loud.
Just
But known knowns and known unknowns.
just so that we understand because Castles of Crusade's a little different from 5th edition, obviously. That means that the caster that brought that demon into the city is at least 13th level.
Yeah. No, I got that.
Yeah.
You got that.
We
I
got
don't know
it, yeah.
much.
Lot of 2nd edition knowledge rolling around in here. So, like, yeah.
We knew. I knew it was double digits. I just wasn't sure if it's like 10, maybe 11. Nope, 13. Great, cool. Metagaming. Fuck that. Let's deal with that later.
Well, we do have Her Majesty with us as well. It was very powerful. The King's Army.
Let's use the connections Gallo has and see what we can do. Maybe we can find some hint, but by tomorrow night, I think we need to be on our way, or at least tomorrow morning.
Could be this afternoon. As soonest.
I say
I
give it the day.
We need.
Let's give it the day.
More.
I do have a question. Who was the demon intended for? Was it intended for us?
I think it was intended for the eye, from what Gallo and I kind of figured out.
Right?
Hmm.
Like it was there to retrieve the eye thing.
Hmm.
If it was there for the eye and the eye is no longer in its vicinity, what's it gonna do?
The
The
demon?
creature or the demon?
Yeah.
No, we sent it back
Ah.
to wherever it came from, did we not?
If this creature is looking for your eye, then moving you out of the city might pull that creature with it. My only concern is I need the wisdom on the threat to the king when we leave. The centers of gravity are this girl, the prophecy, whether or not that person is the woman of prophecy or not. There's two things people are searching for, that and the eye.
Technically, there's 3 here, Vagard. We have knowledge others don't. There's not just one girl. Oh, there's not just one chosen person anymore. We know there are 2.
Maybe we send that information out with Gallo when he speaks to the Locks, that we have this great information. And then maybe that is more enticing to the wizard to chase us out. So therefore, we become a center of gravity.
What is the more immediate threat?
That's my question, yes.
If this is a 13th level wizard in the town, in an army to the north, they're both we can't be in 2 places at once.
Well, we can't defeat whatever summoned that demon.
Can we defeat an army?
Let's figure out
That's
how
not
many
entirely accurate, but listen, everybody's got to sleep sometime.
Again, I'm not saying we can't defeat them. I'm with Gallo on this. If we plan ahead, we could probably do close to anything, but let's pin down what we have here. We have the threat from the north, coming from the Ashglades. We have whatever is in Darkwood Abbey. More than likely, the threat from the north is headed to Darkwood Abbey. We have the wizard here in town that we knew casted the fireball on the Street of the Thousand Gods. We know we have Gathra One-Eye, who is with the Ashglade army. If this is the case, how did they get someone to summon something here? Reese suspected she told me on her deathbed before she died, that more than likely, do not let these 2 threats combine. We don't know if they are connected. But it could very well be that the person who casted the fireball in the streets and whoever summoned the creature at us don't know each other. Do I think it's plausible? Yes. Do I know what's going on? No, I think we're lacking knowledge.
And the 2 attacks were against an Inquisitor safe house and the Inquisitors in a street. This wizard might be an ally.
Possibly. I don't. Maybe. How would they know where the Inquisitors are? You know what? Of course they knew. They were attracted by my eye. By Istis's eye. Me being kept there, they would have either done that or come find me in the library at the time, more than likely. If anything, the Inquisitors did me a favor pulling me out of the library, looking back at it now.
Okay, so we're in information gathering. We send out information
Agreed.
through the Locks. I go speak with the king, with whoever would like to go with us. Does anybody else have any contacts or anything like that they can go out? We're going to send a rookery to the raven, a raven to the rookery, and then someone write the message. Is that how that works? I can't ever be serious. I'm trying to use the voice and everything.
I think your rookery call was fantastic.
And who are we sending a message to?
Yeah.
We have a connection in the Abbey.
Yeah.
That's right.
We have someone that we know in the Eglantine Order as well, so we could speak to them.
Well, Who wants to do what?
Yes. Where would you like me to shift the scene next, everyone?
Eric's bar? Oh,
I can-
probably King Takar.
Okay. So you gain audience with King Takar. You find him in the equivalent chamber of like a war planning room. There's a large table with sort of a map of the kingdom and lots of little, miniature soldiers standing upon it to give them a feel of where their forces are.
So they're tracking. Are they tracking? As I walk up, do I see
There are
a line of orcs coming from Ashglade?
no. They don't. The map of the north, the map of the forest is not really all that accurate. It's just kind of a line for like this is where the woods begin, and they've got an orc force in there because you guys have told them that, and the Rangers have confirmed that to some degree.
Okay.
And
Now,
so you've got the king. There are a number of like sort of high-ranking soldiers here, as well as your favorite person, Tim, Lord Norin, the head of the Kingsguard, is here,
I got it.
and the queen is here,
Queen. Shit.
Queen of Erin.
Thank you. All right. Before we go in there, Silas, when you visualized this army with how big do you think it was?
Castle
Like
Keeper.
in the thousands, tens of thousands.
Let's say, if you had to guess, 5,000 strong.
I think when I okay. I think when I
5,000 strong and with Gathra herself, so they have abilities. They are a formidable force.
I think I'll walk up to the table and grab a book off from one of the shelves. Walk up to the table and drop a book about halfway between Darkwood Abbey and Ashglade. And just say, there's an orc army. We thought it was mobilizing beneath us, sire. It is moving to Darkwood Abbey. There is a great and powerful artifact. And I'll look at the queen, your majesty, under Darkwood, where we thought we might have pulled the only artifact out of there. But there is more. There's also another problem, and I'll take a candlestick and put it in the city. There is a
I love the Monopoly.
powerful. Yeah, there's a powerful candlestick. Yes, I'll take a thimble and put it in the center of the city. There's also some sort of creature that can summon demons. I'll talk to the queen, and I'll just be like, it was a massive frog. We fought it last night. So we can't be in two places at once, Your Majesty. And I'll just kind of step back and look at Silas.
Your Majesty, I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. They're coming, and whatever they bring with them is not, it's, to put it bluntly, death. I believe also the leader of the guard to the north, I believe she's dead.
He takes that in.
The life was drained from her. Yeah. The life was drained from her and then given unto Tegrim. So as far as I know, Tegrim walks again. In whatever undead abomination he is.
With an orc shaman. A woman.
Gothra one eye. Yes,
He
Lady
says,
Greystone.
Darkwood Abbey has close to 500 fighting if they pull on all militia and soldiers. That's including the Eglantine Order that's stationed there. The Blue Hawks add somewhere in the neighborhood of 300 to 400 more men and women to their numbers. The Abbey certainly won't be able to withstand an attack of the numbers that you're telling us. We can send message to Riverwatch to mobilize the lowlands. So the lowlands are towns and villages around Barrowdell and Tesnal, right down to Grendel and Mistvale. They likely would reach Darkwood Abbey the quickest. But they're not trained forces at all. Lord Norn looks down the table and says that a number of units can be mobilized from Kingsgate, but it would take about a week to prepare supplies and whatnot for them. Some could be sent ahead of the supply chains, but it's a good 3-day travel with oxen lugging most of supplies in that. It could be a 4 or 5 day travel because they're not known for their speed. So at best they could reinforce the Abbey within a week.
What if, and I'll look to the Queen, what if we mobilize and consolidated around the city here? Or maybe Merkshire? What if we raced to the Abbey to gather this artifact and bring it back?
One of the King's generals says that Merkshire has no real defenses to speak of. It has a, he says,
yes.
He says, Lord,
I understand.
Sir Vhagar, it has the word escapes me, but basically it has a palisade. Sorry, it has a palisade, and its gates could not withstand any kind of siege strength with the numbers that you and Silas are talking about.
What we don't want to happen is to be under siege anywhere. I'm using Merkshire as a small town where the forces from this city could gather with everybody. We could fall back from the Abbey, save everybody there if we can get there fast enough, have them all fall back, meet the army of this potentially here. We draw, like if we grab this artifact, we're pulling everybody into central location, away from the cities and away maybe from the Abbey itself. The Abbey's going to fall. Everybody's going to die there. There's no sense in holding it at all.
What if we hold the Abbey as best as we can and we cut the head off the worm in this case? What if we somehow confront Gothra, One Eye, get rid of her, the army loses its focus. They're empowered by her. They're transformed by her. The orcs, you heard Grenna there before Vhagar, they're mutated, they're changed. I believe Gothra, One Eye, she's been changing them. We confront her, get rid of her, and then maybe the army dissipates, or at least makes it more manageable.
Yeah.
5,000 is 5,000 strong.
Sure.
But
if we don't mobilize some and we fail, those orcs just roll over everybody. Yes, we go for the head of the snake. Absolutely. But we have layers of plans just in case. We definitely need to mobilize, get to a place where siege weapons and things aren't hitting this beautiful city, or Darkwood Abbey, or Merkshire. But I think we consolidate. I think if we get this artifact fast enough, we can get into the forest and get after her.
Queen of Erin speaks up, and the whole room sort of quiets and listens, and she says, Silas, what's beneath the Abbey? Is it an artifact?
Can
it even be moved?
More than likely, I don't think it can be touched. And I don't think it should be, is the interesting part.
Great.
If I had to make a bet on it.
But is that what the orcs are coming
If
for?
I
Specifically,
They're bringing
that thing?
Tegrum. Tegrum is in Gothra. What they are? Who's talking to me right now?
Queen of Erin.
It's a siphon. They are siphoning, taking from the land, taking from life, and they're feeding whatever lies beneath the abbey. Its tendrils dig deep. If my assumption, from what I've seen here in the last few hours, it might be the heart of whatever's left of the goat. I do not know why your grandsire, your majesty, didn't slay the thing, but someone very wise to me just told me moments ago it's probably a curse. Tegrum was corrupted when he slew the goat and survived. Whatever was left from the goat then was taken to the abbey. Your grandsire there, your majesty, took it there to the abbey to protect it. Tegrum was buried beneath the crypts of the city. More than likely, they cannot be truly killed. We have to break a curse. Also, yes, everyone. Whatever is the last thing to deal the blow, more than likely will become whatever Tegrum is. I'll tell everybody at the table that.
A ghost?
Can it be killed?
I think we need more information. We're lacking information. Knowledge. We need more. I don't know if it can be killed. If that's the case, Tegrum should have been killed eons ago, and the goat long before that. Astis called it a wheel. I think we need to break the wheel here. We need to find a way to break this curse. Otherwise, the goat's problem will just be kicked down the river.
The queen looks to Gallo.
I've been watching Gallo the whole time. I'm like talking to see him go.
If you were sent to steal something for the locks, and that thing no longer existed, what would you do?
Make it up. Right, we got there and that was the thing, and this is what it is, and so no, it wasn't what the legend says it was. No, it's actually this really weird looking rock.
But if the
cool,
treasure you were sent to steal was truly a treasure and was a one-of-a-kind thing that could not be duplicated, the job would be forfeit. Maybe we just need to kill or destroy whatever's there.
Right, but my question again still remains, right? What is the artifact? It's only been claimed as the artifact. Listen, all right, you've got libraries of scrolls and books. There's got to be a picture, a fucking description, a fucking something, or else we're going dungeon diving, right, without a compass. So and that's something that you just don't do.
The king says, someone has to know. Someone had to take it there. Someone had to bury it there. Someone had to seal it in.
Exactly.
But there's that if I understand Silas correctly, the library here bears no recollection of it.
At least it wasn't written down. Or are there sections, Castle Keeper, of the library that I don't have access to?
No, the library's pretty much been opened up to you
everywhere
by Astis.
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead there, Maeve.
You know how when we received the whatever it was that we were going underneath, and I got a new shield, and I touched the shield, and there was a vision of, who's to say that you couldn't find one of those old guards from that and figure out a way to ask them what the piece is? Like the wraiths. Why wouldn't the wraiths know?
Because I think all the race did was protect it. We need someone who would know
Your wraiths,
more knowledge.
out of character, your wraiths were from a time when the city this wasn't a kingdom, and the city was called Northgate, and it was sort of like an independent city state. But I think you're on to something there. The queen said.
Are you implying?
The queen says, Leary, the Eglinton Order has fought against the goat for a very long time, and their numbers have always been stationed out of the Abbey. Are you capable of speaking to the dead? And the room looks like absolutely flabbergasted that she would ask such a thing, knowing the way magic is viewed. And if there is an order at the Abbey that has dedicated themselves to fighting the goat, they must have an origin.
So, you know what? Okay.
I love Gallows.
I'm blinking at Mo. I'm blinking at Mo in Morse code, like ka-ka-ka, ka-ka-ka-ka.
I know. I already
I'm
saw.
muted.
I already saw. All right, to be clear, but hang on.
Look up here. Look up here.
I will refer to my books and
Okay.
maybe, but
This
I
If
have
it's
not yet
knowledge
talked
we're
to the dead.
looking for,
I'm memorying for you.
So, cleric's second level spell have Speak with Dead.
Mhm.
If that's
I
what you
don't
were
think
looking
I've
for.
taken that.
No, but you
Okay.
can rememorize your spells every morning, right? So
Ooh. And yes, I can speak to the dead.
Huzzah!
Why,
How
yes.
convenient!
Most indubitably.
Yes. Now you get to go talk to the angry wraith while we sit here and hide behind this wall.
Oh,
It's like a spicy X-ray. We'll be back here.
it's okay.
Yeah, we'll be right back here, buddy. Let me know how
Probably
that
best
goes.
that you stay
Matter of
far away from the
Matter of
dead
fact, here's a
anyway.
list of questions to ask. We'll be back here. Thanks.
Think you would piss it off,
Queen of
wouldn't you?
Erin says to you, Larry, she says, not much is known of the Anglican Order other than that they fight the goat, and they've always made their home at Darkwood Abbey. If there is a secret being kept of what lays beneath the Abbey and what form it takes, the Order would be the best. And if that knowledge has died with one of their ancient knights, and again, people are
And I
like
can
watching,
get-
like absolutely gobsmacked that the Queen would suggest such a thing.
And Lyri's gonna notice that, and she's gonna like give him like a. So.
So the So do we strengthen the Abbey for the time being? Do we send ravens to Riverwatch to mobilize the lowlands?
Your Majesty. And this is just me. And maybe it's from my training. About the value of human life. The Darkwood Abbey will hold for a time being. We can get in there without the need of them. We could get there as they're leaving. I say we send ravens to get them out of there right now. Leave. Say that a hellstorm is coming and move straight to the city. And we mobilize whoever we can in the south. And then we, while things are being strengthened here, and we need to keep an eye on the candle. And I'll look at Her Majesty. You know, like, that is significant danger in the city. we evacuate the Abbey and we go discover what this is and either destroy it or move it away from the city. And we'll send a rookery for you guys. I'm just learning about this. I don't know why I didn't understand this in my training after all these years. Snorin Norin, you didn't teach me of the Raven.
Lord Norin says,
all this time, we could do this.
the Eglinton Order is unlikely to leave the Abbey.
That is okay.
No.
If they're bound to that, then they can protect us.
And the Blue
Right.
Hawks are paid to remain. Their sacrifice can be noted in history books.
It's a little
You don't
fucked
think
up.
it's a
Not gonna lie. Gallo just like
We're
that's
different-
fucked up.
The people
That
there
is
will need
severely-
the people there will need a guarded retreat of some sort.
Yeah,
I
but-
get
yeah.
that. I
we can-
understand that. All right, okay.
We can
But
remove
maybe,
the people, but
maybe us just common folk, the fucking sellswords or whatnot, right? The way that you just nonchalantly goes, yeah, they'll be remembered in history. Like you don't give a fuck. I granted they're mercenaries and I understand this, right? But at the end of the day, they're going to be the ones who's holding the line for that fucking retreat. So I would hope, Your Majesty, that you would do more than just remember them in the scrapes. Remember, you're a king, but you're one man.
I'm going to put my hand and on Gallo's back, just like I understand what you're saying, but
No, the
you
king.
know what I mean?
the,
Like,
the king is so the king is taking your words to heart. He seems to be listening.
we protect the Abbey. We discover what's
I-
under, and we see what we can
I
do.
can
I
appreciate.
do not think
I can appreciate the retreat. The king says. However, I do not. Wish,
Okay.
I do not wish to be remembered as Takar III, who gave up Darkwood Abbey. We will have.
You're-
We will have.
Your Ma-
We will ask.
you're going to give up the city of Kingsgate if we spread out like this and don't consolidate our resources. It's 5,000 orcs.
We will,
5,000.
we will keep Kingsgate strong. I will send ravens to Riverwatch to gather fighting men and women from the lowlands, and anyone wishing to retreat from the Abbey will be given escort.
I'd recommend
I agree with Norin. The Eglinton Order is unlikely to retreat from the Abbey.
Very well. We'll make our stand with the Eglantine Order, and whoever remains at the end will return to Kingsgate to give you word of what happened.
He slides a bunch of the little soldier men out of the lowlands up to the Abbey. It looks like it comes close to doubling the number of at the Abbey if these little men are accurate.
Okay, so what are you saying, DM or Castle Keeper? If I was to roll an insight right now, are you saying the Abbey is defensible? Like this could stem the tide of 5,000? Like I heard the number 500, and this is it. You know what I mean? Like
Okay,
sure,
so if you want exact numbers, so approximately 5,000 orcs are going to attack the Abbey. That's not the real issue here, though. If I'm talking to you as the castle keeper, we're talking about a medieval castle, which is great for defending like a regular ordinary siege, but we already know that the orcs have these burrowing worms, and how long will the walls withstand that kind of attack?
We're on the same page.
But that being said, it's still a defensible position for the most part, far more defensible than say Merkshire, and they can, if there's just close to 1,000 fighting men and women at the Abbey right now, if they pull conscription, like if they conscript out of the lowlands, they can probably double that number. They can probably bring that close to 2,000 men and women to fight at the Abbey.
That's even odds. I look at Silas.
it is even odds. I do not think we abandon the Abbey.
Very well.
The Abbey has certain religious importance to the people of Krullian, and you think that's why the king doesn't want to be the king that gave up Darkwood Abbey.
Your Majesty,
That
could
was
you
all-
spare
that's
a
all out of
company?
character.
Can you can His Majesty spare a company of the fleur-de-lis so that it looks like at least Kingsgate is offering what they can?
He looks to Norin, and Norin shakes his head no. He says, if the spellcaster you speak of is here in the city, then the King's Guard need to stay by His Majesty. If you wish to go, I can't hold you here, Bayguard.
I want to go on your direction. The people of Darkwood Abbey, sire, need to know that you are participating.
I believe the king, though, could spare a unit of heavy infantry to go.
Okay.
We're talking...
I'll look at Norin.
So that would be...
Yeah.
We're talking like somewhere between 100 to 200 men.
Yeah. That's good. 100. And provisions. We have good stocks.
The provisions will
Stocks
have...
of
The
provisions.
provisions will have to... Norin looks at you dead seriously. The provisions are going to have to follow if you're going to mobilize quickly. Otherwise, the provisions and the unit can... If you want the unit to leave immediately, the provisions will have to follow, and hopefully Darkwood Abbey has enough stocks to carry them. Otherwise, provisions can follow within the week.
Right. Okay, so help me out here. And I'm just a simple dwarf trying to make sense of all of this. If you're saying that this particular artifact, of which needs to be destroyed, right, is in the bottom of this Darkwood Abbey place. I've never been. I've never really left the city. I haven't really had a need to. But if you're saying it's there and it needs to be destroyed, and your thought process for this is to mobilize however many troops, because there's 5,000 of them out there, you don't think that they're going to notice 5,000, another 1,000, we'll say 1,000 troops leaving the city and go deal with that? That's just going to bog us down.
Oh, there's only 100 coming with us.
Even still, right?
We're going to move out. It's a gesture, Gallo. It's a gesture. We're going way ahead of them. They're coming.
I understand that, but it's still a matter. It's still a matter of the more there are, the more you're going to be seen. And ideally, we would like to get in unseen, deal with this issue, and then get out unseen. Because if they don't have a suspicion that we're going there or we're onto that, right? Half of being a thief is look at the birdie. Pay attention to the birdie over here while you're actually doing the other thing over here, right? It's the sleight of hand aspect. So why would we give away our strategy with letting them see that we're reinforcing an area, which leads it to believe that we're onto them, right?
Norin tends
like
to
an assassin's blade.
Norin, head of the Kingsguard, seems to agree with. He finds himself strangely agreeing with Gallo. He's like, if the orcs are to the north of us, they more than likely have eyes on Kingsgate, and they'll know if we're mobilizing anything that way. I'm not sure, though, Gallo, if they would they would see us mobilizing from the far side of the river, from Barrowdale, from Tesnal, from Riverwatch.
Okay.
But I agree with you.
I mean,
I agree with you. If we mobilize, if any sort of units leave Kingsgate, likely orc scouts will see them moving.
Yeah. Always know that there's a spy amongst us who's going to inform on what we're doing. So, if you want to take troopers or guardsmen or whatnot, then by all means take them. It just seems like it'd slow us down in times of the essence.
I think that's 3 for 3 ideas. I just I stand up and I'm like, well, let's just get words on the wizard.
So
you guys have a brilliant plan, and I just I nod to Norin and just be like, it doesn't okay.
Takar immediately begins giving the orders for ravens to be sent to Riverwatch, for the lowlands to be mobilized to defend Darkwood Abbey, and he assumes that the 5 of you will be going to the Abbey as well.
So do I need to go talk to the Lux?
I think we need to go talk to the Lux. I think get what other information we can, and I have something to collect from someone, and then I think we should be getting at least by first light tomorrow.
Okay.
Or tonight.
Let's take a quick pause there. I'm going to put us into our hold screen so we can grab a drink, use the washroom, etc. And then when we get back, we'll talk to the Thieves Guild and whatever information we're going to leave there, as well as there's some other meetings that have to take place. So, anyways, we will be right back. Everybody, stick around with us for more war plotting.
In the shadowed glade where the twilight falls, lurks a creature haunting, whispers in the calls. The black goat of the woods with 1,000 young, her dark hymn echoes an ancient song unsung. With tentacles writhing, they reach for the sky. Eyes like lanterns watching as they pry from the depths of the forest where the lost reside. A fertility goddess, but her dark side hides. Oh, the night is alive with a chilling sound. Too many mouths mutter as curses abound. From the roots of the trees to the stars so high, the black gold calls as the shadows cry. With the whispering promise of life and despair, she beckons the weary, luring them near. In her embrace lies a tame so profound. Mutations unfurl as the lost souls surround. Skin like the bark of the oldest tree, cursed and corrupted, but wild and free. Her children are born from the depths of the night, creatures of lust with a malevolent bite. Oh, the night is alive with a chilling sound. Too many mouths mutter as curses abound. From the roots of the trees to the stars so high, the black gold calls as the shadows cry. In the woods where the fog wraps the air, the scent of decay lingers heavy like a stare. Echoes of laughter that twist into screams. A midnight affair where nothing's as it seems. The stories they tell of the price you must pay to dance with the shadows as the night turns to day. She weaves her magic with tendrils of dread, mother to the lost, to the forsaken, and fed with power to flourish, but at such a cost. In her grasp is the whimsy, and in hope you are lost. Her bounty is bountiful, yet filled with decay, a gift from the forest where light fades away. The black goat laughs as she stirs in the night, for all who dare glimpse are lost to her side. Oh, the night is alive with a chilling sound. Too many mouths mutter as curses abound. From the roots of the trees to the stars so high, the black goat calls as the shadows cry. So heed the warnings whispered by frights, for the black goat of the woods reigns through the nights. Embrace the dark if you dare to go far, but know in your heart you may not leave a scar. Her wilderness beckons with both spell and delight, for the black goat watches till the fall of the light. In the shadowed glade where the twilight falls, lurks a creature haunting, whispers in the calls. The black goat of the woods with 1,000 young, her dark hymn echoes an ancient song unsung. With tentacles writhing they reach for the sky, eyes like lanterns watching as they pry from the depths of the forest where the lost reside. A fertility goddess, but her dark side hides. Oh, the night is alive with a chilling sound. Too many mouths mutter as curses abound. From the roots of the trees to the stars so high, the black goat calls as the shadows cry. With the whispering promise of life and despair, she beckons the weary, luring them near. In her embrace lies a tame so profound, mutations unfurl as the lost souls surround. Skin like the bark of the oldest tree, cursed and corrupted but wild and free. Her children are born from the depths of the night, creatures of lust with a malevolent bite. Oh, the night is alive with a chilling sound. Too many mouths mutter as curses abound. From the roots of the trees to the stars so high, the black goat calls as the shadows cry. In the woods where the fog wraps the air, the scent of decay lingers heavy like a stare. Echoes of laughter that twist into screams, a midnight affair where nothing's as it seems. The stories they tell of the price you must pay to dance with the shadows as the night turns to day. She weaves her magic with tendrils of dread, mother to the lost, to the forsaken, and fed with power to flourish, but at such a cost. In her grasp is the whimsy, and in hope you are lost. Her bounty is bountiful yet filled with decay, a gift from the forest where light fades away. The black goat laughs as she stirs in the night, for all who dare glimpse are lost to her side. Oh, the night is alive with a chilling sound. Too many mouths mutter as curses abound. From the roots of the trees to the stars so high, the black goat calls as the shadows cry. So heed the warnings whispered by frights, for the black goat of the woods reigns through the nights. Embrace the dark if you dare to go far, but know in your heart you may not leave a scar. Her wilderness beckons with both spell and delight, for the black goat watches till the fall of the light.
And we're back. So the party is gathering outside the western gate. Your horses are back. So like Maeve has her horse. I don't know if anyone, Vhagar, did you have a specific horse, or were you just like on a borrowed horse from the?
Yeah, I know it's not like it's just horse number one. I didn't summon my divine
You're
mount
not
at
summoning
all.
your divine mount or anything like that. No, okay. And Silas, you have gathered a small token, a small piece of jewelry. A bracelet and it's relatively, the bracelet is relatively nondescript. Like, it doesn't look like, it's not fancy. You don't see any writing or anything on like that on it, but Astus promises you that if you were to take this to the Veritas Tower, Katika will speak to you. Okay. All right. So you've gathered. You're setting out immediately, and off you go. So while riding your horses, it'll take you the full day to reach Merkshire. And as you do so, the King's Road bends gently ahead, and then you get your first glimpse of Merkshire. As it comes into view, you can see a low, sprawling market town pressed against the looming edge of Sila Thalor, or the Great Wood. It's just sort of like we're just starting to get into summer, and you can see bright canvas awnings flap over crowded market stalls. You can smell fresh bread. You can the smell of horse sweat hangs in the air as you get close to town. Like, it's a very busy place. Merchants shout prices, children weave between carts, and somewhere in the distance you can hear a fiddle playing a tune. But as you draw closer, you start to notice other things, like the gates stand open, yet the town is just choked with people. Families clutching bundles, farmers with mud-stained boots as if they'd walked great distances, entire households pressed into wagons piled too high. No one really laughs for long. Guards at the entrance look exhausted, like they've pulled one too many shifts. Their armor no longer polished, and their eyes constantly drifting upwards towards the sky. Inside, the market spills into every street. Tents and lean-tos crowd alleyways, cooking fires burn where they shouldn't be burning, and arguments seem to spark quickly between people as you move through Merkshire, as the sun is beginning to go down. Clearly, word of some sort of trouble has spread here, and there are lots of people that have gathered within its walls to take refuge.
Seems a lot of people know of the chaos, so I think we just continue onward.
Are you going to move right through Merkshire and keep going, or are you going to rest overnight in Merkshire? The sun is.
I think maybe we rest on the road.
Go around
on the road, or
go around the well, yeah. Do we want anybody from Merkshire to know we're here? Yeah, we just.
That's a good question.
Do you want to avoid it entirely?
I think when we get to Darkwood Abbey, maybe we send a scout to Merkshire and say, "Get the fuck out of town as quick as possible." Yeah. But we don't, for their safety, know that we're here. I don't know. I'm so
I agree
scared.
with that. I think if there's no reason to stop in Merkshire, we don't.
No, we maximize time. We get to Darkwood Abbey as quickly as possible here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you camp outside of Merkshire on the far side, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's have everyone give me a wisdom check.
Six.
21.
21?
18.
18? No? Is the 21 and 18, is that on a prime stat for wisdom or no?
Yes.
No.
No? Okay. And Gallo, did we get anything worth?
15.
Is it on a prime?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think my challenge base is a 12. So yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That night, as you rest along the roadside, and you've got a little bit of cover from the wind and whatnot, with the trees, as the road has started to turn slightly northward into Silathalor, Leary for sure hears it at first, maybe, and then can certainly with Gallo and Maeve's checks. The beating of large wings is heard through the night, like some large flying creature is nearby. And like it's difficult to hear at first, but Leary made such a great roll on her prime that like she picks it up probably right away. Very, very subtle, but it's there. And then when you can direct, Maeve and Gallo can both hear it once you sort of say, once you point it out to them and draw attention to it. It always sounds like
What
it's
is that?
to the north of the camp in the woods.
Are you hearing that?
I am now. Now that you're talking about it, what is that? What is that? And he like immediately just starts looking around like to everybody in an absolute like paranoid fucking state. Like, what is that?
Would Leary and I have heard about something, having had traveled traveled around this area to get to Kingsgate?
No, you
Okay.
haven't heard anything like that. I will, with Leary's check, I will go a step further and say, Leary, it doesn't sound like a bird. It doesn't sound like a feathered wing flapping.
We didn't think it
Sounds
was
like-
a bird.
Can I make? I'm gonna venture some guesses.
Yeah, it
I
sounds
was
like
hoping it'd be an
Sound
owl,
big.
but apparently not.
It does not
Real
sound
big owl.
like birds. Perhaps it is a giant bat or some sort of draconic thing. I have not seen a dragon. That would be fun.
no, it would not. Let's hope
Um,
it's not a dragon.
Did we take
might
our
be.
squires with us? Is Jacques and Howdra with us?
Hydra.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
At least Jacques is. I don't know about Howdra, but definitely Jacques.
I guess I took Howdra with me.
Maeve certainly doesn't have to take Howdra with you.
I do have a
with
pony
her.
for her,
Okay.
since
fair
Leary
enough.
has ridden on the horse.
Fair enough. So you have one more rest on the road prior to reaching Darkwood Abbey. And again, I won't ask for a check because now that Leary's heard it, Leary, catches the sounds of those wings again, deep in the woods. If you had to, hazard a guess, definitely in the wooded side of things. But the night again goes uneventful, and late on the third day, Darkwood Abbey crowns the crest of a steep hill ahead, its gray stone walls rising stark against the ever-shifting skies. The Abbey's main hall is like a rectangular fortress with narrow arched windows and heavy oak doors. Ivy creeps up the flanks of the building. And it clearly was once like a clearly once like a chapel or temple that has since been added to. There are now walls around it, and there is a place that looks a little bit more like a keep to one side. Those players that have been here before know that this is where the Eglinton Order stays. Below the hill that the abbey sits on, nestled along the bend of a slow river, rests the village of Thornton. At its heart stands the Earthy Rose, a sprawling timber-beamed inn with rose-carved lintels and a garden that somehow you've been told blooms all year round. Again, those of you that have been here before know this. Though peaceful at sort of your first glance, the forest of Silathalor casts long shadows over both the abbey and Thornton. And as you sort of walk the road that runs under the great hill that the abbey sits on, you feel eyes on you as guards and knights from the walls watch your approach. Again, it's the third day and the sun is going down. I'm just going to move our moons here appropriately. 1, 2, 3, 4. So
Lyra's gonna wave at the guards.
You can feel both of the moons are rising in power, and you wave up at the guards. You don't get a wave back. So there's a road that leads up to the abbey and the headquarters of the Eglinton Order, or a road that turns to the left and leads down into Thornton. Which way would you like to go?
What are y'all?
I think we go to the Eglantine Order. I think we give them the information that we need to give. Do we meet any one of Grenna's like commanding people?
You did. You met and I've got her name here. Esha. And I think I have her in handouts. I can pop that for you just a second. Oh, maybe I don't have Esha. Oh, yes, I do. Esha of the Eglinton Order. This is her in her full regalia of the order.
She's cool.
So you make your way up to the abbey and where the Eglinton Order is stationed. You're met at the gate by a few people that recognize you from your time here before, a few footmen and things like that. They smile at both Vegard and Silas and of course Jacques, remembering the boy. They welcome you inside the walls. And we'll say Esha. You see Esha, she approaches you. She's tall, broad-shouldered, and clearly strong. Her hair is a striking rose color, and she's probably not decked out in this fancy armor that we're showing her in right now. She's probably in something much more practical for walking the watch, but she certainly approaches you. She smiles. She looks to Vegard and says, we received your raven.
Period. Sometimes you keep. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't want to stop your dialogue.
No, she goes. We received your message by raven.
Well then, what did you gather from that? Did you prepare your defenses? Have you heard anything from the south coming?
You can tell as you say that, and looking around from inside the walls, you can probably tell that they've shorn up some of the walls. Like there's extra timber placed against them and that to hold them up as best they can. She says that at this time, no, they haven't received any word from the lowlands, but that will take time, she assumes. She says Grenna is not here, though. Grenna and a group of the Order left as soon as the snow melted into the wood to try and gain the favor of the elves.
Welcome, Raiders.
All right.
I think I'll just kind of point over to Silas, and
Crits and giggles.
there's something underneath. Like, we're here to investigate something, maybe in the crypts.
Asha, how long have you been at your post? Now.
She smiles. She says, "Here at the Abbey?
Yes.
Since I was a squire." So you would guess close to 15. Like she's probably in her early 30s. She's probably been she was probably a squire when she was like 14. So.
Do you know of any place here that anyone here who we could speak to? Anyone who is maybe much older than you? Someone who has been at the Abbey at the longest?
She says, Brother Jakob, maybe? What are you looking for?
There's something here that we believe the orcs from Ashglade are coming to grab, or at least to meet with. We believe that if they do meet, it may bring back the, dare I speak its name, but the black goat itself.
Yeah, when you say that, she looks disappointed that you would use that term here. She says, that's impossible, isn't it? We believe that she can still exert power on this world, but she can't re-enter it. She was pushed out long ago.
She wasn't pushed out. She was just stalled.
A few priests have noticed your arrival, and Brother Jakob makes his way down, and he sort of turns into a bit of a giddy schoolboy, like seeing old friends and seeing yourself and Vegard and even Jacques. He comes like he's in a full run to greet you guys. He's like walking down the steps and then he's running down the steps. He embraces, if you allow him to, he certainly embraces each of you. And he says, it's come to this, has it? Back to the Abbey.
It seems there's something much more at play here than we first realized, brother.
And you bring friends, and he looks to Maeve, he looks to Leary and Gallo. If you're friends of Vegard and Silas, and Jacques, of course, well, then you're allies here at the Abbey.
Thank you. He seems nice.
I'm so sorry to interrupt, but we are having all this small talk and no one's asked about why there's something flying in the sky and people are hiding. What's...
Brother Jakob looks to you with a very serious look and he says, bats, orcs on great bats have begun to be
I told you it was bats.
spotted in the sky.
Great.
Oh, great. Bat orc. I've heard the rumor.
They-
Fantastic.
Orcs?
Bat orc.
Is it more borks?
It's Borks.
It's borks.
They snatch
That's borks.
They snatch livestock, people.
Just wanted to make sure we were all on the same page since we heard them.
They generally don't come into the towns though or villages. They pick off stragglers or livestock in the fields. But their
What do they do with
numbers
the
do
livestock?
seem to be increasing.
Do the bats eat
Well,
the
that's new.
livestock?
Drain them.
They apparently have. They drained their blood.
I do believe there's smaller specimens of bats that drink blood. These larger ones seem to have a taste for it as well. He looks at you, Silas. He's like, doesn't really compare to what we saw in the bog, my friend.
Yes. Yes. Flying eyeballs, Brother Jakob. Yes, that was a great memory. Thank you. I'll just kind of reach up, pat where my eye patch is.
Flying eyeballs?
What's this about?
I'll have to tell you about it.
Esha says they're looking for someone who might have knowledge of the Abbey. Older than myself, or perhaps even yourself.
Brother, what's the oldest item that you have here? Sealed in the Abbey.
The oldest item?
Do you have anything within the storage areas you one time showed me? Remember where you told me to keep the eye?
The vaults, yes. Yes.
Yes.
There are a number of things kept in the vaults. Mm-hmm.
What's the oldest?
I would have to check the books, Silas. If you know what you're looking for, perhaps I could be of greater assistance. It would be easier to locate.
I'm looking for possibly something that was brought from Kingsgate. Maybe I can't remember how many years ago, but yeah.
You give him the time frame.
Yes. Around this time frame. I do not know if it would be in your books.
He says let's get your horses tended to. Let's get you fed and watered yourselves, and we'll see if we can't find what you're looking for.
As quickly as we can, yes.
Okay. Yeah, so everyone is given something to eat. You're given some very meager accommodations with the Eglinton Order, as they're very militaristic, but there are certainly places within their barracks that everyone is given that you can rest. Esha will come to you, and as you're waiting for Brother Jakob to return, and she'll say, do we know the orc force is large, I assume?
5,000.
Even with our mercenaries, we couldn't hold that back. Not for long.
Are we all together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
You're all together.
and they have bats. They fly on bats too. Don't forget that.
She takes that all in. And then takes her leave of you as Brother Jakob brings you into the Abbey itself and down into the area that he referred to as the vaults. And
where's this thing at?
He brings you down to... He nods to you. He says, we have to find it. He brings you down to a very large tome. And he says, all things kept here are logged within this book. He goes back, though, through the book and sort of... He's like, this is the time frame you referred to, Silas. And there are but a few artifacts, items logged going in. And you can see that basically the Abbey is a place where, like, really nasty things that they don't really know what to do with are brought to be locked away. You know, cursed weapons, nasty magic items, Maybe even an automaton appears on the list, being locked away in one of the vaults. But there's only maybe 4 or 5, and none of them stand out to you to be what you're looking for.
That was my concern. It's not going to be in the books here, Brother Jakob. Whatever it is, it was brought on the king's authority, not to be put down in any word or paper. The first king, King Takar.
He looks at you puzzled. A vault that isn't mentioned in the books? I'm at a loss.
Well, Jakob, I don't know how to ask these next words, but I'm going to ask them anyways. I'll look over at Leary and just go, well, we have one other choice. Can I ask where you bury your dead?
He seems very disconcerted by that, but,
I apologize, but the less you know here, the better.
He tells you that there are there is a cemetery here.
Oh, goody.
At the Abbey. But for older burials, the people of these lands interred them in a place just north of the village of Barrowdell.
Further west.
Where the hole is above Barrowdell. I'm guessing that's why that's on the map somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to metagame this in Skyrim, but I'm assuming we're going there.
Oh, goody.
Wait,
We would. Sorry, Gala, go ahead.
no, sorry, just that's Kurt and Gallo bleeding in together. The whole you bury your dead a whole ass town over from the fucking religious place. Why? Why would you do that? That's like just going, here, necromancer, have free candy. Like, it's just like, why would you do that?
He says it's a custom.
Seems like
it's a custom that's no longer followed, my dear friend. But in older times, they chose to do that. We, as I said, have a cemetery here now, and he sort of directs just outside the Abbey, down the hill, out on the edge of the town of Thornton. There is, in fact, a cemetery for the village here.
All right. Well, before we go, then, were there any names associated with those around this time? Names of, I don't know, former brothers that would work here. Names that would maybe guarded secrets of the Abbey that might be buried there.
He says that all the entries for the timeline that you're looking at are a brother Galandi.
Galandi.
Brother Galandi. All right. Well,
Was he nice?
I don't know. He's before my time, I'm afraid. Maybe not your time, though, as he,
That's right.
motions to your elven heritage. But certainly, I would have not even been a wink in my...
please stop. Brother, please stop. Let's leave it there. We don't need to finish that thought.
Now, I'm not going to pretend to know or understand the ways of things beyond freaking Kingsgate's walls. I'm not going to, right? But I am going to try and ask at least this very simple question, all right? Which being this spot north of this town where these individuals were buried. They were buried individually. Yes?
He says, some of the larger barrows no doubt have have multiple burials within them. But
What I'm getting
many
at
of the
is-
barrows are single occupancy, I believe.
Right,
They're
that's what I was
labeled.
afraid of. I was afraid of that. I'm afraid we're walking into a mass grave and we've got to find somebody in a pile of bodies. Like,
It's not the first time we've done that.
it didn't.
If I
mean
recall,
it
the
was
first
easy.
time I did anything with all of you was in some catacomb. So, it seems to be a regular
Can you
thing.
imagine? That was only like just a few days ago, Leary. And look how far you've come. You met Maeve.
Ah.
You've met me.
She became an
We
alcoholic.
could.
I did
Yes.
not.
She was always.
Do you want a pastry?
I just had a long night.
Have you been staying up late?
Brother Jakob says,
I was trying to return some things.
if you enjoy drink, I highly recommend Tesnal, the mead from Tesnal.
Mead.
Not
Absolutely.
here for mead. We are here.
No,
Maybe
of course,
you're
of course.
not.
Kind of dead person. So
On the way back. Maybe once we've
I mean-
killed 5,000 bloody orcs.
If we are potentially going to die, I would like to have some mead. I didn't come here just to fight and die.
well,
Bagard walks off, go grab a barrel of mead, come back, like, I'll make myself useful. And he walks off towards wherever we had a nook or something.
Okay.
Oh, Vagard.
It's a good man there.
Good man.
So the body's labeled, possibly
I'm
buried in order of chronological death.
I'm sure we could. If I were to come with you, I could certainly help you find Brother Galendi's.
Wonderful.
He is very
We do that
useful as a
We'll be doing that
as a
tomorrow
cleric.
morning.
We can
Oh, yeah.
certainly find Brother Galendi's barrel. What is it we're going to do when we find Brother Galendi's barrel?
Oh, let's just
Yeah,
wait. Let's just wait.
should we tell
Talk
him?
about it.
it.
I don't
We-
think you're gonna.
We're not going to
I like
desecrate it.
Good.
Just research.
Okay.
Knowledge.
Something.
Well,
As a follower of Orion, you should be very, very happy with the fact that we are
Absolutely.
going to go gain knowledge. Yes.
absolutely. I have.
Why do I feel like a bad person?
I have no problem being in the pursuit of knowledge.
Then that's remember that 24 hours from now, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
Let's go get this one
so
drunk.
Then, are we
Maybe.
are we staying the night here in the abbey and then leaving for the barrows in the morning? Or are you leaving right now for the barrows? Or
That's what I said. Are we
Ooh,
in tip-top shape
nighttime.
to go hunt down a dead body at night?
I mean, I'm down for it.
I don't think.
It
But it really
yeah,
depends on how loaded Leary wants to get right now.
It would be. I think it would be good if we talk to him. Well,
we're wasting time.
now he knows
We should
what we're
go.
doing.
I mean, the
Go
whole
do
point
that,
of what
and
we
then-
here was to get to the artifact and get their defenses up. Their defenses are up. Let's go to wherever this information is. Because if it's been 3 days, I don't want to talk about armies, but I'm assuming they're like right outside. It's about to happen.
How far is Barrowdell from here?
half a day's ride.
Yeah, we need to go now then. We don't have time till tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll bring the
Nice.
keg. I'm
As
putting
soon
the
as we're
keg on the back of the horse. Like,
Perfect.
Lady
As soon as
Lady Vengeance bought next PC rolls with advantage, so just so we're aware.
Nice.
Yo. As soon as we're like alone for a hot second, I'm gonna turn to Leary and be like, "Hey, do you think Scribbles could like do his little crack investigation and see if he could find us a way into a deep, dark place that we're probably going to need to go to?
What
Find a
kind of
secret
deep dark
entrance?
place?
You know, like a secret entrance to a secret place where they buried something where you're needing information from a dead body. If he could make a map again.
Isn't what?
I think
Aren't
we're
we
putting
going
a
to
lot
live there?
of bank on fucking scribbles right now.
I mean, he did it once.
Oh,
Do
goody.
we need a map if we have a guide?
We can't take the guide with us is the problem.
Oh, we can't. I thought
Oh.
he was going to tell us which one.
Brother Jakob, to be clear, but Brother Jakob is down to hang out with us, correct,
Oh.
brother?
I meant Scribbles makes, because I'm assuming
You want to
whatever the dead person tells.
You want to unleash Scribbles on the Abbey?
Yes, that's great. That's a solid fucking plan right there. Mhm.
His,
Well, when you put it like that, that
She's
doesn't
gonna pull
sound
out
like a
that
good
rock
idea.
that we got from the
that is what I was
catacombs.
saying. Yeah.
Are you
gonna be
are
like-
you gonna wait? Are you gonna like? Be,
Oh
are
my
you
God.
gonna do this alone or in like Brother Jacob's with you?
No, no.
Or?
No, I said once we were
she's-
alone for a hot
Oh, okay,
second.
okay. So it's just you.
Well,
it's
she's
just
pulling the rock out now.
so it's
like the
just
5 of us.
it's just Maeve and Larry. They've found a
I mean, everyone else is with
A
us. Just the 5 of us.
so like
This would be my rock.
you know a hand comes out and then a head and like out he comes. He steps onto the floor and he looks around. Where are we, princess?
I'm somewhere different.
He starts
Somewhere new to
he starts
explore.
touching the walls and his little fingerprints leave behind those oily little marks.
Yeah, that's about right.
And he starts running his finger along the masonry. Is Gallo here? And Uppies?
Yes, they are. Maybe you can see them.
Where
In a little
are
while.
we?
We're in an abbey.
I was in the crack for a long time.
Yes. We're hoping you can go through this area to find cracks that lead to anything
Interesting.
interesting.
Or
Like
valuable.
if there's no door and you find a crack that leads somewhere with no door.
He's like looking at the two of you and like he's like, but in the other place you
We don't want you to collect anything. We just want you to draw pictures like you did last time.
Maybe not on the walls. She's gonna pull out like a notebook and give it like a little
Yeah.
little notepad and
he like looks at it. He's trying to like because he knows you weren't really thrilled with him like running loose all over the bastion. He's like, why here?
I didn't complain about that. I just don't want you to make a mess.
So
We're looking for something,
we draws a map
and it would be helpful.
and we brings it
Draw
to
us
you.
the map. Yes.
But we can't take anything.
Maybe something small.
His
If you must.
his eyes widen at that. Okay.
Something that they won't miss.
Okay. We'll find stuff.
Not a bedpan.
Follow the cracks.
Or underwear.
See where they lead.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Seems reasonable.
Okay. 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 And he sort of just wanders off down one of the tunnels.
You be careful. A little imp. He's growing on me.
Okay, so
I don't know.
you have unleashed Skrulls upon Darkwood Abbey.
Unleash hell.
Release the baby.
My little
Okay.
dirty, gross.
Yeah.
He's coming back. He's coming back with something cursed. We all know that, right? He's gonna find like a cursed sword. It's gonna be a cursed stone.
It's
Oh
very
yeah.
exciting.
Don't.
It's gonna be like a third eyeball that we didn't know about. And
Yeah,
suddenly we've
fourth
got, like, the
eyeball.
third eye of Istis.
Okay.
We know there's 3 for sure, so it's probably gonna be a
There's
4th or
definitely
5th.
another
It's
Fourth
gonna
one.
get things are gonna get really kinky. Yeah.
And then you head for the barrows, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. It's not long before. Well, it's a little bit of time. You ride across you ride through the town of Thornton. People sort of watch you as you ride through, and then out across the bridge and to the west. Are you going to go to Barrowdell or just totally stay away from towns again? Yes, Tim's nodding his head. Okay, so you don't go into Barrowdell. Instead, you leave the road, and it's not long. It's almost morning. Like, you can probably see the light of day starting to break in the east when you come to a low valley. It's not very deep, but it's definitely a depression in the ground, and the trees of Silathalor sort of grow up along the edges of it, looming over it like these towers. And then down in this low valley, you see burial mounds, like just stacked, almost like stacked on top of one another. There's lots of them. Little humps.
I'm gonna retcon only slightly to say that we definitely remembered to bring shovels.
Oh yeah, we'll assume that you have some equipment here.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that. So you make your way down into the barrows and start looking. Let's have anyone who would like to search the barrows. We're trying to find the barrow that belongs to Brother Galandi. You can either make a. Let's have you make an intelligence check as you search the barrows over for that, looking for stuff.
I got a 16.
got
9.
18.
Rolling like crap today.
Well, Maeve crushed it at 22.
Just distracted.
I can't read, so.
Oh, okay. So Cal's like,
That's true.
Oh, either way.
Vhagar, did you get any? Vhagar, did you roll or no?
I got a 2.
2? Okay.
Yeah, I got a 2.
Okay.
No.
Maeve. What did Leary get?
16?
His intelligence a prime?
Yeah. I don't think so.
Okay. Maeve, you find, so they told you that because he's a brother of Orion, he's probably going to have some mark of Orion, and they said look for like a sun or something like that. You find a cluster of these barrows, almost like a semicircle of them, and they all have a sun carving on their sort of their burial stone. And in common, that probably, it's a little aged because a few hundred years have passed. So like it might be like someone looking back on like Shakespearean writing where it's not quite the same, but it's readable. You find what you believe to be Brother Galandi's barrow. With these 4, there's 5 in total, and he's one of them, and there is a large stone sort of blocking the entrance to his barrow.
I found it. I'm just gonna start digging.
Okay. So you start to dig out earth around. Anybody who comes over, you feel like Maeve's probably on the right track. This seems to be the barrow you're looking for.
I'm standing back watching her.
It takes a little while for you to dig the shovels around it before you can get sort of maybe a rope, maybe have one of the horses pull the stone away, because they're quite large and heavy. It takes a little bit of time, so the sun is now up at this point. When the stone finally pulls away, and there is a set of broad steps leading down into the earth beneath the hill. With the bit of light that shines in, you can see that it descends about a dozen steps to a packed earth floor. The walls are quite narrow, though. Only one person could really walk at a time through them. It's not even a full 5 feet. It's like maybe about a 3 to a 3.5 foot wide tunnel, and it descends quite steeply, about 12 steps, and then the tunnel runs forward out of your line of sight. But the sun illuminates the landing at the bottom.
I'm gonna cast light.
Okay. Which I think is a cantrip, right?
Yeah, it is.
Howdra and Jacques seem very relieved when you cast light, as they do not have to carry a torch. Or at least they seem to be hoping that they don't have to carry a torch, if that's the case.
Yeah, make Jacques carry a torch.
He seems let down by that. It's like, oh.
Take that, Jacques.
Maybe even for a moment he's about to say, but Leary's got... never mind. And he takes the torch.
Does anybody have like a staff or something? No?
What for?
A sword.
A sword? Okay.
I mean, you could
I'm
cast
just
light
trying to-
on a torch that I have.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the purpose of that?
The torch doesn't burn up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Then she's gonna like cast it on that so that it's
Yeah.
lit up, and so we
Okay.
got one torch and one like
Okay.
And I hand a lit torch to Howdra.
To Howdra?
Yeah.
All right.
Howdra.
If Howdra, as
Yeah,
Howdra takes the torch, she looks at Maeve like, do I have to carry this torch?
You do. I'm so sorry.
Why is everyone so against carrying torches? We need light.
Listen, the last
So
time we
this-
took these
this
two
20 years.
squires into
I was a
Great.
squire and they carried a torch. So they're doing their first 20-year experience.
It's a rite of passage. It's a rite of passage. Vagard was telling me about it before. Yeah.
See what the difficulty is. But
literally their only job for like the first year and a half.
Torches.
Okay.
well,
And
you have to
carrying
start
shit.
somewhere.
Grunt work.
Mhm. You know, Silas, I have never talked to the dead before.
That's not. Where's? Can I double see when she says that? Where's Brother Jakob? Like right behind.
Brother Jakob is like, is that what we're here for?
Wait, Brother Jakob
Oh.
here? I turn around, I'm like, Jesus Christ, where'd you come from? You've been here this whole time?
He's like,
God.
he's like, Vagard, I've been here. I've been here since we've left the Abbey.
Right, but
Well,
you
take
haven't said anything.
Yeah, take a fucking torch then. I hand him a torch.
It's like, make some
Oh,
noise or something.
torches.
So now we've got
I'll
three.
get close
we-
to Leary.
We've got 3 torches. 2 are real burning torches. 1 is a light spell torch, but lots of light.
If we have found the grave, do we need him still, or can we send him back?
I think it's a good idea to
Stay.
keep Brother. Yeah.
Okay.
Right, I don't quite trust sending the lone priest across the
No.
the land by himself
I
and
mean-
not on a
Stays-
road.
Next to us. Okay, so Brother, I'll whisper over to Leary just quietly. It's just another magic spell. It's fine. Just know your questions that you may want to ask it. I can't use such magic.
Well,
I mean, I could, but then, I get locked away in a tower for the rest of my existence. So
why would you get locked in a tower? Why would I not
Because-
get locked in a tower? Am I going to get locked in
Ne-
a tower if I do this?
you're doing it as a cleric. I make wizard. One's necromancy. One's just necromancy with extra strings and pretty bows.
Technically, I'm not a cleric. But
Yeah, Larry doesn't like calling herself. She's something else.
I
Okay,
don't.
let's
Who's
not tell that
who's
to
going down?
anyone else.
Who's going down into the barrel first?
The squires.
Wait, is this like a group activity? We've all got to go in there around the
No.
dead guy?
No. It's
You want me to
actually
just-
very
you want me
narrow.
to go down there by
so-
myself.
Okay.
I'll wait
I-
outside. I can wait outside.
I'll go with her.
What if it
I'll go
tries
with
to
Lyria.
touch me?
Okay. So Leary's leading the way with her.
No, I dug. It'll be me.
Okay.
And I'll take the torch from Howdra and be like, never mind, stay here. And just...
Okay.
But wait, who's going
You
to?
look so disappointed. Like,
Leading
no,
the
thank
way
you.
anymore in this
Just want to
campaign.
get your
Last time
questions.
I had a meta cursed like dish or something I stepped on. I'm gonna stay in the back. Yeah.
What do I ask?
Speaking of which, hang on. Do we see any like weird traps or anything? Gallo, we could use your eyes.
Yeah. Now, see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why didn't you throw a trap out to them? Because the last scenario, all we gotta get it. I'm just. Do you want to find a trap? And I start walking forward. I'll be like, we'll find one.
Do they trap these? Or...
I don't know.
This is a brother of an ancient temple. I'm going to assume that it's probably not just.
I've now stopped walking, and I'm like halfway through the like stair down the stairs. Like, what are we doing?
It's just
Friends?
the one guy that's in here, right?
Yeah.
Or is
I
this a
assumed
big
it would
one?
be okay.
It's not a big.
Is this big?
It's
How
not
big?
a big one. The barrel.
Oh, it's
the
like
barrel,
5 feet,
The
you
barrel
said?
looks. The barrel looks like it would probably only hold one person, but you haven't seen the burial chamber yet. There's a set of stairs going down and a tunnel leading away from the entry.
Okay, got it. All right. I thought this was just I thought a barrel was just basically a dirt mound that's a mausoleum. That was my understanding of what it is. So like once you pulled the thing off, it's like there it is.
Yeah. So with the stairs, we're gonna have to follow it. We don't know how deep they're gonna go. So
All right.
I guess we'll just keep our eyes peeled in case we see anything and just continue along.
Okay.
Okay.
Why would they booby trap a holy man's?
So Maeve is leading the way, has the torch, has her shield
Lead
out,
the way.
heads down the stairs. Leary is behind her, and then Silas.
Yeah.
Okay. Maeve, when you get to the bottom of the steps, your torch lights the tunnel ahead, and after a very short passageway, maybe 5 to 10 feet in length, it opens into what you would expect to be a burial chamber. The walls are lined with stone, supporting the dirt roof above it. The floor is not there, though. It looks like a sinkhole of sorts. The dirt looks like it has eroded down. The chamber would have maybe been 15, almost like a circular 15-foot chamber, and you can see that the earth has eroded down there, and in the very bottom of that depression is maybe about a quarter of a stone casket sarcophagus sticking up out of the dirt. Like the weight of this casket just sort of pushed it into the ground, and it's mostly sunk beneath the dirt. As you bring your light to bear, you can see that the earth down here moves and wriggles with many little, like, the chamber almost seems alive with grubs and worms and all sorts of creepy crawly things as you look down at sort of the foot of the sarcophagus that's sticking up out of the dirt. It would be about 10 feet beneath you. So the sinkhole is about 10 feet deep, and it's in the bottom of it.
The entire floor is wiggling.
Oh, there's lots of things moving around in the dirt. Yes.
Okay. Leary's gonna try to piggyback
in the walls
somebody.
on the sides of the sinkhole, as the sinkhole goes down to where the casket is just showing out of the dirt a bit, there are all kinds of like grubs and creepy crawlies, centipedes, lots of things moving
But this
around.
does seem unrelated to giant worms that come out and eat things. Yes, just to clarify.
None of these strike you as giant worms.
Okay. Just a sinkhole with smaller worms. What would you rather fight, a 100-pound worm or 100 1-pound worms?
A
Questions for
100-pound
later.
worm, because it's just one. And they don't
So-
get everywhere.
You just
Yeah.
one man versus 100 people versus one gorilla. Is that what we did? Great, awesome. It's the fantasy equivalent. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to talk to him as easily as we thought.
Maybe I can speak to him through the stone.
No.
I mean,
Do you-
how does your spell work? Double check.
I don't know.
I do
I
think
told you
have
I'd
to
never
see
done this
him.
before.
I'm pulling it up right now.
I have it too, but like, Leary definitely is like, I don't know exactly.
Well, we're about to find out. I'm pretty sure though that you have to like be able to touch the body. Speak with dead. Range is touch, so you need to touch the body.
But what about my circlet?
And just so you know, it takes 10 minutes to cast. Oh yeah, so you wouldn't need to touch with your circlet.
Stand.
You would have to be within 30 feet of it, but I would say that you'd have to see the body you're trying to.
Lay something
So with
down
your
so I don't
circlet, you have to be
stand on
within
these.
30 feet, but you do have to see the body. And then it takes 10 minutes to cast the spell, and the duration is 1 round per level, so you would get 5 rounds. So I would let you ask 5 questions before the spell goes kaput.
Can we just break it open, or do we need to
I
dig
mean,
it
at this
out
point-
of these?
I think we need to just be able to see the body, correct?
Well,
The sooner the better.
Fine. And Gallo literally just walks past him, pulls out his fucking crowbar. You know, for y'all being as high and powerful as you are, the moment the ground moves just a little bit because of a bug, yeah, you're definitely a fucking princess. And he like cracks his crowbar into the fucking side of it and just pops
So
it open.
you just slide
this?
you just slide right into the sinkhole over the bugs and crack your crowbar
Yep.
in. Okay.
Fucking
Nice.
I
You're
don't
just
have
gonna
cast crowbar.
scream.
That's not a spell. I can't do
Maeve's
that.
gonna get out her rope and try and like make a lasso for Gallo just in case he starts
Okay.
sinking in so that she can snatch him back.
Yeah,
Horrible.
absolutely.
I never want to come into one of these again.
Absolutely.
this was your idea.
I didn't know there were going to be bugs like this all over the floor.
You mean to tell? He's like literally prying this thing. You mean to tell me when they said that they bury their dead in holes, you didn't think there was going to be bugs in here?
Well, he's clearly in a casket, and he's been dead a long time. And don't bugs feed on flesh?
Oh,
Would be any
not
left?
all of them. I think he does. Like he gets that fucker and he cracks it open, and he's like, "Yep, still right. What's your questions?"
Yeah, so as you break it open, Gallo, you see you're looking down into a sort of almost like a deep hole as the casket is sort of in, like it's up on its end, right? But you can tell that the man inside appears to have 4 arms.
All right, that's interesting.
Of course, he's got 4 arms.
What's 4 arms? I do not know the
He's got-
significance of somebody having 4 arms.
He's got an extra pair of arms, and the bones are not totally formed on the second pair. They're sort of like vestigial, like little T-Rex arms that haven't properly grown.
I don't like anything
Again,
about this.
Is this like a lore of the realm thing, or is this like something that I should not know as a player kind of thing?
Is he turning into a wart?
Give me a wisdom or intelligence, whichever's better.
Oh, wisdom, big time. Yes, I got 24.
I thought you were going to say
Well-
that he was feet up.
The goat is a demigod of mutation.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay.
Fuck, that's a problem.
All right. So, Could they see that?
I don't think they could see it.
Walked up
From where they are, they would have to get down in the hole with you to see.
Right.
To see
Okay.
that.
So he's got 4 arms, and 2 of them look like this.
All right, I have to see this. All right, color me curious.
Bad.
Okay. So
I'll make my way down. I'll make my way down into the hole next to him. I'll be like, okay.
Inside the sarcophagus, there is a man, and he probably once had some sort of holy raiments on that have kind of rotted and decayed, right? But sure enough, sort of like just below his armpits, there are these 2 little vestigial arms that have, they're partially, their bones are much smaller than the rest of his body, and clearly should not belong.
Well, it's obviously a mutation, I would assume.
Time to ask questions.
Whatever. It means whatever's being. My other concern is whatever's being.
All right. Time out here. Okay. All right. No, I don't. I'm not trying to question the plan at this particular point. All right. But there are a few things that I definitely know. You're gonna wake this guy up, right? Okay. And he's got
sort of,
right? Okay, but regardless, he's gonna have a degree of consciousness by you casting this spell, right? Okay.
A little bit.
Okay, right, all right, and he's got the mutated arms, so that's bad, right? Okay. Right?
I mean,
are we in agreement that that's bad? So we're essentially gonna make like a minor undead thing with mutated arms, and the damn paladin's outside.
Should we yell at him?
I think you should probably ask nicely.
I'm gonna yell at him. Like, how far are they away? Can I yell up at Vegard?
So you could totally yell back and he'd hear you. Yeah, absolutely.
Vegard! There's a thing in here with... There's a man with 4 arms. You need to see this.
And Zora was a tiefling with horns. We didn't have any problems with that. It's a speak with a dead scroll. When you're done with it, it goes back to sleep.
It's not a scroll.
I don't know what's going on. I walk up there. I'm here.
Okay, so
this is magically going to work.
You walk down, and you see the sinkhole. You see the casket down in there. I think Silas and Gallo are currently down in the hole, and there is.
There were mutated people at the Abbey.
Remains.
I look at you guys. Don't you remember? There were mutated people. People were mutated. This priest was probably involved in that. He's dead.
And
talk to him.
I will tell you that your detect evil pings in the sinkhole.
My detect evil ping. He was a bad priest.
Well, that's not good.
He's been corrupted by it.
I don't know what any of that means.
So if we're going to ask him questions to get an answer for what is the thing that we need from underneath the Abbey, who's the best person to ask these questions that will most likely get the answer? It's probably not a knight that's working for the city.
I think
it's probably not.
Leary will be the only one that can ask the questions if she casts the spell.
Oh, okay. Wow.
At this point, it's
you're welcome to give her, hey, ask it this, ask it that, but she'll be the one doing the talking with it.
So the spell doesn't bring them back to life, so I say
we get 5
it gives
questions.
I say we try.
Yeah, ask 5 questions, pretend that you're a follower of the goat, and coerce him into answering them.
If it's is it close to speak with the dead, like this?
Yeah,
like the D&D version.
Yeah, she'll get one question.
You could be from. Yeah, this thing has to answer you. It's compelled. You don't have to pretend to be anything. You just. Yeah.
So in the mechanics of the game, it would have to make what's called a spell resistance check to not answer your question.
We'd like to use our Lady Vengeance to make him do disadvantage on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Lady Vengeance.
Yes.
And then I walk out.
That's smart.
Okay.
All right.
You walk.
Leary?
You get back outside, and the squires are looking at you. Everything's.
We're talking to dead dudes with forearms.
No.
You wouldn't understand. Hold your torches.
F-O-R-E. F-O-U.
Thank God.
Okay.
All right. Leary,
Right.
I leave it to you.
So she's gonna start casting her spell.
Okay. So it takes 10 minutes to cast, and you complete the spell, and a raspy sort of breath comes out of the body that's sort of stuck down in the.
Hello.
And you hear a voice, sort of not entirely, like vocal cords are strained, and it's trying to get any wind it can across them to make a noise. Speak.
What do I ask? And I'm I'm looking over at Silas.
Ask him what did they take that was kept off the books to the Abbey from Kingsgate.
What did they take from Kingsgate that was kept off the books?
To the Abbey.
What did they take from Kingsgate? Okay, I think I got it.
Okay.
What?
Go with that.
What did you take from Kingsgate that was off the books to the Abbey?
There's a low moan that drones out of the casket, and the voice says, "A piece of the drowned knight."
They can all hear him too, right? It's
Yes,
not
they
like
can. Yes, they can.
Okay. Does that mean anything to you?
Yes, it's a piece of Agog. Where was it kept?
In the Abbey?
Yes, where was it kept? In the Abbey. Good job. I know you meant to do that. Go, Leary.
Where was it kept? Where was it kept? In the Abbey. She's talking to him like he can't hear her, like he's a really old man. Where was it kept?
I think
like your
Gallo
voice-
just looks
your
at
voice
Silas
has to
for a minute,
project.
just like,
Just let her go. Just let her go.
Can you
She's-
hear this
she's
all
in
the way
her
outside?
element.
Is like shaking her
I
head,
think
like,
I'm not sure you could hear the body, Tim, but Vagard can
Yeah.
definitely hear Leary like speaking to him like slower and louder than she probably needs to. She's like, "Where was it kept? In the Abbey."
I'll look at them and be like, tourists. Am I right?
I think Howdra and
That's
like
Jacques
the most-
just kind of shrug at you. They don't know what to make of any of this.
It's like the most American thing when you start yelling and just going, "Is the bakery
It
over here?"
is.
Like, yeah.
It is. Oh, I hate that. I hate that.
Same.
That's Leary. It's different when they can't hear. When they're old and they can't hear. You have to yell.
Hold on one second here. Let me get this. He says, there was no abbey. In a cavern far beneath where the foundations would be laid.
You hear that? There's another cavern.
There's always another cavern.
Ooh, scribbles though. We got good job, Maeve. Like crushing it right now. MVP.
I'm sure
I
will
brought
not
it
come
with
back to
me.
bite us in the ass.
No, Jeremy doesn't regret giving us scribbles at all.
None, zero.
All I'm saying is Tim was the one who's like, nope, we're keeping him. I don't care what happens. He is
Yeah,
ours.
and somehow he ended up with Larry.
You
know what I
gave
mean?
him
Like,
to me.
I'm looking to see if my gauntlets are on my hand or were those taken because I'm a piece of shit. I'm just like, oh, hey, I have gauntlets.
I'm wearing them now.
Yeah.
You totally have your gauntlets.
All right.
Woo.
All right, 2 questions down. What's the easiest way to access this cavern?
We might know that later,
Why?
because we might have sent Scribbles on a mission to investigate the Abbey.
You let Scribbles loose in the Abbey. You know what?
We did.
Let's talk about this later.
Right, all I'm saying is there's a lot of
Not a
questions
problem
being
at all.
asked right now, and I'm afraid that we're fucking burning fucking questions. Like,
Yeah, so it's in the
We only
foundation.
asked 2, 3.
So
Two?
it's in a
Two,
cave.
we've asked 2.
It's in a cave beneath the foundations. Next question.
Oh. Well, I'm not going to ask him the other one because I think we'll find it. But
All right, then
what's the other question
I think.
you want?
Well, I think that I agree with. I think that it should be something like, is there something to mark the entrance, like that we can look for? I think that Scribbles might come back with something, but in the case that he doesn't, we need to ask.
Oh, fine.
Your
Is-
trust in Scribbles is noted, though.
I think he's capable, and I also think that he can do weird things with us, taking us into cracks. Don't know how it happens, but he does it. But anyway, is there a marked entrance to this underground cavern place? How will we know how to get in, is my question.
There is no way in. The cavern was sealed. No light may reach the blot. A shadow cannot exist without light.
This is true. So, perfect place for Scribbles. Do we have 2 more questions, right?
yes, does Gallo, do you have a question, Maeve?
There's
yeah, I
no-
got a question. I got a question.
Yeah.
All right. This is an above table fucking question first off, right? Well, I mean, it was apparently said that there are mutants all over the Abbey, right? Yet the Abbey is supposedly part of our grander kingdom. How many followers of the goat are still there at the Abbey?
Mm. Hmm. Shall I ask that question?
I don't know if you would know that. You
Oh,
mean like
because he's been dead. That's right.
That was a great aha moment. Oh, because he's been dead.
How many followers of the goat existed during his time? Or
yes.
brothers
Well,
at the
what
Abbey?
would that matter now?
It may tell you that the order has survived based off the fact that the Abbey has kept it alive, or these corrupted people. I don't know.
Like
Tossing it out
much like the locks, right? These particular groups, no matter what the history books say, don't just go away. They never do.
Cults.
Hmm.
Yeah, and it would be good to know how many there are now before orcs show up.
Yeah. Yeah, go with that question.
But we don't know. We can't. We don't. He doesn't know how many there are now.
The dead are
could ask-
How many-
timeless.
Well, he's not. Well, I guess it depends on if he's floating around afterward.
Ask how
That
many
would be a good
existed during
question.
his time.
Ask how many. Yeah.
All right. How many? Sorry.
No, it's
Sorry.
great. It's great. How many?
How many were like you? Worshipping, the goat, I presume.
He says, one does not. Oh, how would he? I was not a worshipper of the goat, but I bore her mark.
Because he fucking took the item. Okay.
Is that?
Sorry, that was me, not Silas.
It's good to know that he wasn't worshipping her.
Well, then, here's, I think, your last question then. How many others were with you? Oh, shit, no. If the presumption is that if they handled the piece of the drowned knight, right, and it corrupted them, how many others were with Gillindy when they stuffed it down there? Because it seems he got mutated after, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. As a result of
Messing with the piece of Agard.
Yeah. Who I would say the question should be like, who was the last person to handle the piece of the drowned knight before it was put in its resting spot? Or do we think it was him?
Might have been just him.
And he already told us where it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He told you it's in a cavern that's sealed. It's not actually connected to the abbey.
It's in the
It's in the
foundations.
it's
It's
foundations.
beneath the
yeah.
foundations. Like it was in a cave, and the abbey was built atop the cavern.
So is there an entrance to the cavern that
He told you there's not. It is sealed.
he said there
Because
was
no light.
Sealed,
He
yeah.
told you no
No
light
light.
can reach the cavern because a shadow can't exist if there's no light.
I don't know, ask for hair care tips on the last one?
Am I allowed to ask anything?
There's so many questions that we should
I'll
be
let you
asking.
ask whatever you
Yeah.
want. You've got one more.
Do we have any other important questions that we should
Honestly, I
ask?
think we just, at this point, I think we have as much as we need. If you have
Why
any
is his
questions,
grave
ask it.
sinking?
That is curious, isn't it? Could be just the weight of his coffin. We could ask him what it's like to be dead. What is there? Or how his day is doing.
Maybe ask the question.
Yeah.
Any? Or
Any.
a specific one?
Whatever you
Anything
want.
you want.
Did I do a good job at this?
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Do you have any
Rate my
feedback for
rate
me?
my service on a scale of 1 to 10.
How about this? Maybe if I phrase it this way. Judging from your experience in life with followers of the goat, how many of them do you think would still remain in the abbey today?
There's a pause. And then he says, 1.
Where's Brother Jakob?
Questions.
Look at you pulling through with such a good question.
You gotta trick him.
And as his voice begins to fade, he says, the moat always picks a herald.
Very wise, very, very cryptic.
And then he goes back to being a corpse. And
Pleasure speaking to you.
the sarcophagus begins to sink at this point.
I think you should get out of there.
Right beneath
Christ.
Gallo and Silas, the dirt sort of begins to take it into the earth, and it slowly but surely begins to submerge. All the creepy crawly things seem, excited by that and sort of flow down into the dirt with it.
Are you guys getting out?
Yeah, sure.
And I think
Get out of the hole.
I think that's where we'll wrap it tonight. I think that's where we'll call it quits for this evening, and we can get back to it next time. If anybody in chat would like to, we have two $10 gift cards for Trollord Games online store. If you'd like to maybe just type in chat that you would like a Trollord Games gift card, I will send these out to the first two that get that into chat. I would like a Trollord Games gift card. I would like a Trollord Games gift card, and we'll drop those on you. Next, so we only play this every 2 Thursdays, so we're not back next Thursday. However, if you come here on Thursday, there's still a game going on, right, Larry?
Correct.
Yeah, I assume they're not. I'm assuming they're not all dead in the Feywild.
Oh no, we're just starting.
Excellent, excellent.
Not
They're
yet.
They're playing games with some New Yorker, New Jersey type goblins.
Tim wears a
It's
beret in
great.
that one, if I'm correct. A very
Mhm.
snazzy beret.
Yeah.
Yes, very cool.
It's very fun. I'm excited.
Excellent, excellent.
8:00.
What else is going on? While we wait to see if anybody wants these gift cards, what else is going on, Tim, before we head out?
Let's see. What's today? Thursday,
Wizards.
Sunday. We're back with Red Wizards Rise. That should be fun. And then next week, the normal scheduling with Violet Moon. And then the week after that, on 10 June, Kurt has have a Wednesday takeover for Kurt.
Oh, that's me. Ravenloft is coming to Stronghold.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it'll be Ravenloft 5.5, just before the drop of the new book, and so we're gonna bring some spooky, dark, freaking fighting monsters in the shadows, kind of fucking stories and whatnot here to the Stronghold on Wednesdays.
Sounds awesome.
Is this a
gonna be
continuation?
awesome.
Is this
Tim
a
has
continuation
probably
of the floorboard game? Or?
Nope. This
Different.
is a completely different thing. And Tim has probably one of the coolest fucking characters I've ever seen somebody fucking throw together so far. So that's gonna be fun.
It's
Now
weird.
that I know. Gotta know.
No, you gotta find out. I'm not gonna spoil shit about that one because it's one of those like there's what Tim normally plays, and then there's this character. So I'm just kind of like, oh, this is gonna be good.
Is it next Wednesday?
No.
No, 10th.
No.
10 June.
The 10th?
Yeah.
Okay,
June?
cool.
Soon.
Yep.
Soon.
Looks like No Time for Bull wanted one. Does anybody else want a gift card out in the universe?
Yeah, I just sent No Time for Bull, his, hers, theirs, via a private whisper on here on the old Twitch. Going once, going twice. Shall we raid somebody? You got somebody to raid?
Yep, we're gonna go with Abby Rhodes playing Dungeons and Dragons out there. We're gonna raid.
Is that
You guys ready?
Abby Normal.
Diddle-loop,
Yeah.
diddle-loop, diddle-loop,
Abby
diddle-loop.
Normal.
Abby Normal.
And we're
Little
getting
hard
ready
times.
to. We're getting ready to.